It's the JT Cho Show!
Hope you snap back into.
Welcome back to the pod. JT is a cut. Episode 110 in the books.
110.
Today's August 22nd, 2022. A lot of twos. Specifically, this date's important because yesterday was the series premiere.
Yep, series premiere
of the Game of Thrones prequel, House of the Dragons.
Yeah, House of the Dragon.
We talked about it a little bit last night. But how do you like it compared to the first episode of Game of Thrones?
So there's a lot more action than the first episode of Game of Thrones. And looking back on it, I think you were right. Last night we talked about Ned Stark chopping that dude's head off. That was the first episode.
Yeah.
I looked back at it because that was like, well, the first scene was them finding the walkers. Then he's running back.
Yeah.
He deserted his post. They chopped his head off. So they didn't believe him.
Yeah.
But that was the most action we got. This one was like
childbirth.
Yeah, like a
nights at the
the nights were like the Night's Watch, not the Night's Watch. What was it called?
City Watch.
City Watch. The City Watch was going around like fucking people up.
They had jousting competitions.
The jousting competition was pretty sick, and you actually get to see. So the one dude that like the chubbier dude that asked for one of the girls' favor, whatever, the old lady's favor, and he's like the queen that should have been or whatever.
The queen that never was.
The queen that never was.
Yeah.
That is OG Baratheon.
Oh,
yes.
Okay.
And so he married that chick's sister.
Oh,
yeah. So that's why he was like, you should be the queen, because he married her little sister, and
that makes sense.
Yeah. So that was a Baratheon, which I thought was pretty cool. Which is interesting because that means Robert Baratheon has some fucking Targaryen in him, and he fucking hates Targaryens.
Yeah.
So it's almost like he didn't fucking know or whatever. Yeah. I mean, if you haven't seen all of Game of Thrones, what are you doing listening to this?
Yeah. Had the highest premiere rating on HBO ever,
really?
With 2.6 million viewers, smashed the records. One of the highest performers, beat out what's that really popular one with the chick from Spider-Man? Starts with an E. All those kids do drugs. Euphoria.
Oh, Euphoria.
Euphoria beat out Euphoria.
You know what's funny? When you said chick from Spider-Man, I was thinking like Mary Jane, like the OG, like Orange is the New Black Mary Jane, not Zendaya.
Yeah. But smash the records.
That's crazy. I didn't know that.
They're breaking that. When people were talking about it, they were like, they're basically saying this is going to follow the books more, which is originally what Game of Thrones did.
Originally, for the first like 4 or 5 seasons, whatever it was,
and then
6, 7, 8 were all
off
the top.
Hopefully, they learn from the mistakes of previous ending series of Game of Thrones, because the first 7 seasons of Game of Thrones, some of the best TV watched, like together as a story.
I think it's my favorite TV I've ever watched. The first 7 seasons, I think it's great, and then it just shits the bed at the end.
I'm more disappointed with the way that Seinfeld ended than I was with the way that Game of Thrones ended.
Were you upset the way Seinfeld ended because it was too short, or are you upset the way it ended because you didn't like the way they ended it?
The second one.
Oh, okay.
A lot of people are mad because they didn't like the way they ended it. That's what I'm saying.
I think I'm more or less mad because they didn't do more seasons. They totally could have. I mean, they were the number 1 thing on TV for, what was it, 9 years?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like the highest rated show after like season 2 or something.
Yeah, something like that.
But I mean, like, I love the series. I love Seinfeld, but I just disagree with I mean, like, I didn't make the show, and I'm not a comedic genius. I'm a guy who gets 100, and I think we're at 2 views.
Nice.
So get 102 views on YouTube. So, you got to take my opinion. If you're Jerry Seinfeld, you got to say, what's JP?
I saw a funny report. What's her name? The chick that played the blonde chick in Friends, Lisa Kudrow. Is that her name?
Said they couldn't do a Friends movie.
No. He so she was at some award ceremony back in like the late 90s, and what's his name? Seinfeld walked by her, and he just looks at her. He goes, "You're welcome." And she was like, "For what?" And he's like, "Oh, during the summer, you're on after us." Which I think is hilarious because he's getting like the only reason they're getting views is because they're already sitting there watching TV because they just watched Seinfeld. So
Yeah.
might as well watch Friends already here.
Yeah.
But I think that's hilarious because that's his type of comedy regardless. I think Friends did more views.
Yeah. Call the way that TV used to work, they would call it it's like tenting or something, to where like you put two strong shows together and then you have some bullshit show that hangs on in the middle of this half an hour.
Yeah.
But now the way the world works is, we watched it on HBO, the app.
Mm-hmm.
So they got instant numbers, instant algorithms.
Yeah, they know everything.
And they already know everything about us. Mm-hmm. So they're like, next episode, there's going to be Naruto. And that's crazy, dude. That's some crazy. No, but yeah, it's just TV's more tailored to the audience more than today, but you still get networks like cable's gonna die, but you get HBO, Netflix, who can do TV that's like whatever you want. Mm-hmm. And both of them are. HBO's got violence, sex, everything, comedy. Shit. One of the foundation fathers of late night specials. Mm-hmm. HBO used to be the Netflix.
The HBO specials were the fucking thing back in the day.
And so you still get good shows like Game of Thrones because it has less people telling you no, and more people creating the seasons, the plot, just less no's and more good TV. Mm-hmm. And that's sick. And with the 2.6 million, there's no way that they don't get renewed at least 2 more seasons.
They're probably already renewed for season 2, if I were to guess, after what the premiere did. I mean, I think it was a good episode, good standalone episode. But I think most of the views obviously came from Game of Thrones fans that, were hardcore into Game of Thrones and they had to see the prequel stuff. So we'll see if they hold on to these numbers going forward.
And I'm also curious to start looking at some of these actors who play some of these characters just to see where they came from.
Yeah.
Because
I didn't recognize anybody.
The only person that I might have realized was the brother of the king, who was that asshole.
Oh, yeah.
I feel like he's been in something as a villain before. I feel like
he legit doesn't have eyebrows. I saw him. So he doesn't have blonde hair like that. But I saw him at like some red carpet showing. Maybe they just hadn't grown back in yet. But he had dark hair and no eyebrows.
It's creepy.
Yeah, very creepy.
Yeah.
It's not a bad looking dude though, but it's like without the eyebrows, it's like,
I mean, I have blonde eyebrows and you can
still you can see yours, but like
even with our low what do you call this, producing
low resolution.
Low resolution, dude. You can low production value. Yeah. You can see that I have little eyebrow hair.
He does have eyebrows. There's 1 or 2 there.
I'll just shave them and get a tattooed straight line.
I had a teacher in high school that did that.
That's weird.
Yeah, she did it back in the 90s when the pinstripe eyebrows were popular for girls, like the Pamela Anderson eyebrows, the ones that they would just like the straight line up and then maybe had like a little hitch at the end. So that's what she got. She got like that and that. We used to call her a real life me character because their eyebrows were just like straight lines or whatever.
I always think of that you're just an insane clown posse fucking groupie. And I'm from Detroit. Oh, I'm from Michigan. They're from Michigan. And they I don't like them. And I don't like
I've legit never met a person that's like full blown into that kind of shit. Yeah. What do they call them? Juggalos?
Juggalos. My next door neighbor, growing up, through this house was a divorce, and then the house was abandoned. And then several years later, the oldest daughter moved into the house, and she had Juggalo stickers all over her car.
Oh, God.
And she ended up robbing the gas station. She was a getaway driver. She robbed the gas station next to my house. And then the house went abandoned. And we're like, yay, no more of that. And then the younger sister moves in with 2 baby daddies. And there's just drama all the time.
Moved in with both the baby daddies?
Well, like 2.
Just every other
week. Yeah, gotcha. Yeah. So it's just every other weekend.
I was like, damn, what a weird fucking...
You'd be playing basketball in the driveway, just watching a show, just watching costume. Like, yeah, you got to let them visit. I know you don't like it, but it's the law. And then she moved out, and then the oldest sister moved back in again. And then they put a big Juggalo poster as a curtain. Did you get DoorDash? Yeah. Oh, sick. But they put like as a curtain
Mhm.
and it just looks shitty as fuck because you're just like, first of all, I hate ICP. I just don't like their music. And you're the type.
I don't think I've ever listened to any ICP, to be honest.
And
I imagine it like the poor man's Limp Bizkit.
Yeah. I mean,
Kinda.
that's already Limp Bizkit.
Yeah, but like, you know what I mean? Like the Dollar General version of Limp Bizkit.
I just don't like their music, and I'm sure they're cool guys and whatever, but that was my example of people who were fans of their music growing up as a child, was these people robbing gas stations. Like if you listen to ICP, you're probably more likely to rob a gas station than a person who doesn't.
Got to check the numbers.
I'm just gonna go to every jail.
Yeah.
Like,
check the statistics, dude.
Posse.
How many fucking juggalos are in here for robbing grocery stores?
Or just being like, how many juggalos we got? Oh, geez, dude, I hate Fireball. I hate to love it.
It's all right.
So
It's 110.
also, we just downloaded the 10-hour demo for Madden 23.
Yeah.
Cut's more of a Madden man than I am.
They added a new passing mechanic, and it's basically to do a lob pass, you have to just barely tap the button, and then you put it's got this big like shadow that pops up on the field. And whatever way you're holding that left joystick, that's what part of that fucking shadow the ball is going to fall on. And then to do bullet passes, you have to hold it, and like there's a meter that you got to fill up, kind of like 2K, and it's just like, it's so confusing. I miss the days of like the just tap lob, hold bullet, and then the fucking double tap for the touch pass. I miss those. So I went back to the classic because I don't know, call me an old man, but I'm not going to change. I like my Madden the way it was.
I hit both. You can hit all three in the tutorial.
Mm-hmm.
I tried the middle one first, and I said, all right, let's see how much harder the hard one is.
Because one of them is just timing, and the other one is timing and accuracy.
Yeah. So the hardest one is timing and accuracy. So I was like, I'll try it. And I was like, that wasn't terrible. And it gives you really good control. But, let me see how I do with.
If you got great at it, that's the way to do it.
If you threw away 4 games we played now, let's get rid of Apex. Let's get rid of Fall Guys. Let's get rid of NHL 2K. And 2K. If we just stuck to Madden for a year, we could probably be pretty sick Madden players.
You'd probably be pretty good at it.
I don't want to play that much.
I'm a connoisseur of games, though. I'm not a professional. I don't.
Unless I'm getting paid in Madden leagues, like unless like someone goes like, "Hey, I like the way you play Madden. You want to join our squad?"
Yeah, but that's the shitty thing is to get to that point, you have to dedicate the time prior, and there's no guarantee that you're going to get there. I mean, just like with anything else in life, but.
Yeah, exactly. So I went and played the AFC. There's a scrimmage to play right after the tutorial. It's AFC all time versus NFC all time, which NFC has Randy Moss, Jerry Rice.
So I found out what it is. It's not the all time teams. So in the old games, they had like the Canton Greats. You remember that? Mm-hmm. So in one of the older ones, they had the all Madden team.
Okay.
And the all Madden team was all of Madden's, like John Madden's favorite
players. That makes sense.
So that's why Brett Favre. Yep. That's why Brett Favre's on that fucking.
I was wondering, dude, because he's good, but he's
definitely not the best NFC quarterback to ever play.
No. That's Tom Brady's still playing.
Tom Brady's still playing in the NFC.
Yeah. We know. Aaron Rodgers.
Hey, he's got just as many NFC Super Bowls as
Aaron
fucking
Rodgers.
Brett and Aaron.
Yeah. Well, that was a podcast, guys. I'm gonna go.
Just a subtle jab there at the fucking organization.
I just sent it to Alex. One of my favorite memes is it messed after left Detroit for 1 year, and he's already got as many rings as Aaron Rodgers.
Yeah.
And I was like, dude, that's the funniest thing that
he had to get out of the division, dude. He couldn't play Aaron twice a year. Couldn't do it.
And that's got to be tough for anybody.
Are you guys playing the Rams at all this year? Because that would be an interesting fucking game to see.
Okay, so next JT show, Cut will have the Patriots schedule. I'll have the Packers schedule.
Yeah, we'll do a whole NFL breakdown.
We're gonna break down real quick each week wins and losses, and we're gonna give the overall record for both our teams next week.
I like that.
So team, let's write that down. Records. So we're each gonna say what our team's gonna finish.
Yeah.
What kind of position they're gonna finish in? Are they gonna be the number 1 seed?
Mm-hmm.
Are they gonna be a division winner, or are they gonna be a wild card?
And we got to put down how many Pro Bowlers we're going to have. Like, name the Pro Bowlers.
Oh, name the Pro Bowlers?
Name the Pro Bowlers.
Dude,
preseason Pro Bowlers. The way too early Pro Bowler rating.
The problem with Green Bay right now is Aaron Rodgers kind of knows already. I don't know what he knows, but with his
you know what he knows.
Well, I don't know what he knows. That's an unknown known because he knows a lot, but I can't. I'm not fucking Professor X. My legs still work. So fucking
For now.
Yeah. I mean, if that's what it takes to read minds, I'm gonna walk on out of here. But Aaron Rodgers probably has a better idea, but he's very elusive of what he tells the media, and people like to run on. But who's gonna be
the Pro Bowl thing is also interesting too, because you have dude like Mac Jones got a Pro Bowl last year.
Yeah.
And that was because of so many people turned it down. I think the Pro Bowl, like that is a stat, like at the end of someone's career, they're like, oh, they were a 10 times Pro Bowler. Yeah. Like I think that stat's kind of watered down nowadays because people are just declining to play in it. Like Brady hasn't played in a Pro Bowl in like fucking 8 years. So like
because he's too busy.
All these AFC quarterbacks, and I guess technically now NFC quarterbacks. And then since he's not going to play in it, they pull someone up. So like Mitch Trubisky's been to a fucking Pro Bowl because of that specific reason, which is insane.
Mitch Trubisky also has like a slime MV, the Nickelodeon MVP, the Nickelodeon most valuable player.
The only one.
Dude. Hey, Mitch.
The first and only Nickelodeon MVP.
Mitch Trubisky did not look bad.
No, he looks fucking good.
You watched some Pittsburgh Steelers.
I had to sit him in the game that we played against each other just because he threw 4 fucking interceptions. But fucking Kenny Pickett,
dude,
got the win.
And I mean, hey, dude, all I can say is Tyler Heineke did okay. He did a fine job for my first game of Madden as a 79 overall quarterback.
Yeah,
did just fine.
Yeah, no, he was 69.
69, yeah,
because Carson was 79.
Yeah, but he was the number 2 back.
Yeah,
for no reason.
Fuck Carson.
But yeah, I mean, like the thing with Green Bay right now in my head I have 3 main questions that race through my mind when I read about Green Bay stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Is our defense real? Because it wasn't really real last year, but then there was games where we shut.
It was just
down.
Above mediocre, but there were some stints of greatness.
But you got Rashad Gary coming back healthy finally.
Mm-hmm.
You got
who's that linebacker you guys have that got snubbed from the Pro Bowl and he wore that T-shirt?
Smith.
Yeah, he's fucking Roquan Smith.
Zaquan,
something like that.
No, it's like some. What's his name? That's
Zadarius.
Yeah. Zadarius Smith.
Yeah, he's a good fucking player.
Yeah, and he pulled down the jersey.
Who's like your number 1 defensive player? Who is that?
Probably. Oh, man, that's tough. I mean, arguably it could be Rashad Gary.
Yeah,
he's a great pass rusher.
I think ours has to be right now. It's Matt Judon. He's a fucking stud. He had like 9 sacks last year.
Who's the?
He had like 5 of them in the first 5 games.
Who's the? I'll tell you one of our best defensive players. He's Jair Alexander.
Oh, Jair Alexander.
He's arguably a number 1 for sure. But he also, I mean, mid season he did okay. But I will take Alexander on a 1-on-1 for press coverage. If you pressure the quarterback as much as you should in 4 seconds, I'll give Jair 4 seconds.
There's probably 8 receivers in the league that you can't guard for more than 2 seconds.
Yeah.
So
that's true.
But because like it's tough to keep up with dudes. Like, dude, I think he's not available in our league, but Justin Jefferson.
Yeah.
I think he's gonna have a fucking phenomenal year. I don't think it matters. You know what's crazy about that too? The Vikings are so good at drafting these wide receivers because in the last 4 years they are not maybe 5 now because they had Stephon Diggs,
Thielen.
Mm-hmm. And then Stephon Diggs left, and then they got Justin Jefferson.
Mm-hmm. So who was the three? They had a good 3 receiver last year too. I forget.
Remember, I was just playing with them too. Wilson Senior.
Because I'm
trying to think of the guys.
I watched the NFC division. And when they had Thielen, when they had Diggs, when they had Stephon Diggs is one of the best receivers in the game.
One of arguably
top 5 receiver in the league right now.
Yeah, I would say he's probably sitting at 4.
I'd say
I still put Tyreek Hill above him. I still put Devonta Adams above him.
Top.
And I think I put Justin Jefferson above him too.
I mean,
that means Cooper Kupp's there somewhere too.
I'd say Cooper Kupp's a 6.
I think and right now
I think
shitting on Cooper Kupp's name.
6 Cooper Kupp, 5 Jamar Chase.
So there's been
because he's in the
league. There's been 3
up.
There's been 3 wide receivers in NFL history that have led the league in catches the receptions, touchdowns, and yards in their career,
Right.
like all three of those. He's the only wide receiver to do that in one season.
Yeah, and he gets
The only triple crown wide receiver, which is crazy.
He gets slighted, and I love all races, but
marathons are the worst.
When professional commentators compare him or compare other wide receivers to Cooper Kupp,
he's got a lot of grit.
It doesn't matter. Cooper Kupp is so fast. You can compare him to everybody.
I think he only runs like a 4.4, but
that's
he's
like
quick. That's still fast as shit. That was the same thing. They talk shit about Wes Welker, but all you have to do, you have to be quick in and out of your cuts. That's it. It's those little it's those 3-yard cuts that you have to be quick on, and he also has speed to burn downfield too. So like, I don't know. I love Cooper Kupp's whole fucking story. It came from a fucking shitty JC, and then his fucking
got one offer halfway through,
and then his fucking junior year, he was focusing so much. He didn't have a scholarship.
No.
So he had to like pay for it out of pocket or whatever.
Yeah.
His fucking girlfriend, who was in nursing school,
who supported him while he went to college,
she transferred to his school and lost all of her credits, so she could support him.
Yeah,
and I think is a sick fucking story. And they're married now.
Yeah, and it's great.
Huge success story from the boy.
Yeah, super. And then to wrap this all up in 2 more sentences. Number 2, who's going to be that wide receiver standout for Green Bay? Who's going to be?
That's going to be an interesting
Aaron's
one.
Boy?
Losing DeVonta Adams is huge.
Because
what'd you guys get for him?
Nothing. He walked.
Oh, you guys didn't get a trade him. It was just a free agent thing.
Yeah, and the thing is, Green Bay had an offer, but I don't think it was as much as he wanted. So in the last several years, it has been DeVonta Adams. And before DeVonta Adams came into Green Bay, Aaron Rodgers had Jordy Nelson, he had Randall Cobb. But between those two and everybody else, because you can throw whoever the fuck in there.
When Aaron came in, he played with Donald Driver for a year, didn't he?
He played with, and then he played with he played for the Vikings for all those years, and then he came to Jennings, Greg Jennings.
Oh, Greg Jennings. I love Greg Jennings.
Huge. Hey, and Greg Jennings.
Greg Jennings, it was crazy. He was like a tight end with wide receiver speed. He was a big dude.
And the thing about Greg Jennings is I respect everything about that man because he played for the Packers. He's had a great football career, but he shits on Green Bay. He shits on Aaron Rodgers, and he shits on the whole organization. And it's just like, I understand there's some bad blood and there's probably some shit that went between you.
Yeah.
But it's still my boys. But so who's going to be that standout? Because DeVonta Adams literally, the ball's going to DeVonta for all those years, all those big games, big
I'm
plays.
pretty sure he saw it was like 36% of the fucking ball share, which is crazy.
Yeah. They're so good.
Cooper Kupp last year had like a 26% ball share. So that's saying how much fucking DeVonta got the ball.
And the third question is, how balanced is our offense going to be? Yeah. Because you got Aaron Jones, you got AJ Dillon, you got a split back system. That's great. Yeah. Matt LaFleur comes from Sean McVay. Mm-hmm. They like to do a lot of motions and they like to do a lot of movement, but can our receivers perform well enough? Because I don't like to run the ball a lot.
Depending on who your running back is, but even if you do have like a fucking Derrick Henry or Chris McCaffrey, you can't put the entire system on that one back's back, because you see what happens. Derrick Henry got injured, Chris McCaffrey got injured. You saw what fucking what's his name did for Saquon Barkley. They put the entire offense on that dude's back, and he just couldn't support the entire team.
Yeah, and the thing is too,
you need more than just a running back to be successful.
You need your passing game to be so effective that every play action you have to respect, because if you don't basically your run game's great. But if he has no receivers that can catch, why fuck with the play action?
That was the earlier reports coming out of camp too. They weren't catching balls.
Yeah, and that's the report that I have. So it's receivers. Who's number 1? 2, is their defense going to be legit? And 3, how balanced is our offense going to be? And then a side note, the Packers have signed another kicker for a kick competition. So this could very well be the goodbye of Mason Crosby, which, to be real, I love you, Crosby. You've had a lot of great moments for Green Bay, but if it's time for the organization to part with you, then I agree. But if you stay on for another year, then you're my boy.
Good kickers are hard to come by. And I think the best kicker in the league is Justin Tucker. I think he's just head and shoulders above everyone else.
I don't know if he played for the Lions in his late career. and then he played for the Cardinals last year. He could still be in the league. Oh God, what is his? I was a kicker in high school, so I should know this. Prater.
Oh, Matt Prater.
Matt Prater. Matt Prater is a very good fucking kicker.
Yeah. Oh, I mean, Tucker tied the fucking record.
Yeah, against the Lions.
Yeah, he had a 66
against the
Lions.
Yeah. Hey, right now the Detroit Lions are in Hard Knocks.
Oh, dude, the hype is so
I'll tell you right now. Okay,
the hype is so high.
I root for Green Bay. Goddamn Horning jersey right there. You Hornung jersey, you fucking know. But here's the thing: if you're from Michigan, which I am, if you're like, "Why aren't you a Lions fan, you fucking bitch?" I like Brett Favre. But here's the thing: if you're from Detroit, you know what Kool-Aid is. And you've been drinking the fucking Kool-Aid your whole life. So when you're a Michigander or a Michiganian, whatever you want to call yourself, Michiganian, little inside joke, we know what the fucking Kool-Aid tastes like.
Yeah.
We've had the Kool-Aid. I've seen the Kool-Aid in my fridge my whole life.
The Lions they're one of those organizations that I've just felt bad for my whole life.
Dude, they deserve something.
Them and the Browns.
Fuck the Browns.
No, see, I've always hated the Browns, but for no reason. But I don't hate the Browns.
I knew the Browns were bad, but when they got Baker, to be real, I was like, they kind of got a squad. I hope they succeed.
I loved Baker coming out of college. Super swaggy, undersized quarterback, big arm. Like I thought he was going to be great.
Baker was what you wish Johnny Manziel's maturity would have been.
Dude, imagine if Manziel didn't have his fucking issues.
I mean, he'd probably
he low-key tore it up in that fucking other league.
Before
he had like 4 tutties in that one game. Just pretty impressive.
His personal life can't stay out of it. But
he's a party boy.
But if you're a Lions fan, you've been drinking this Kool-Aid for forever. Okay, you're used to it. You're used to disappointment. And when somebody goes, "Hey, you want to know the score?" You usually say, "I'm good. I don't want to know because we probably lost. I don't need to know the score."
If you didn't watch the game, you already know.
And so now the rest of America through Hard Knocks, which is fantastic series. The Raiders had a fucking great show. The Texans had a great show. Now everyone's watching the Lions. So the Lions are like one of the most bet on teams right now in America.
Definitely one of the most talked about teams because of Hard Knocks.
But let me tell you. I
wonder how much money they get for that, because it's got to be some type of money incentive. There's no way they're just letting them come in for free. They got to get some type of cash out of that.
It's probably with the NFL.
Yeah.
And then it's probably with
but the owners obviously have to decide whether or not it's cool, because I don't think Belichick, there's no shock. Bill Belichick.
The players probably see nothing. It's probably
no, I just mean the organization as a whole.
Yeah,
like,
they probably get a
probably
check.
Seeing some fucking cash out of that.
Exactly. Yeah. And then the editing. I mean, like the one year it was I think it was the Texans year where somebody watched Hard Knocks and figured out their cadence. And so, And so when they
remember that there was a huge issue.
They were like, "Hey, we watched Hard Knocks and we fucking know your shit." But so now everybody in America is just drinking this ice blue fucking
that Lions beer, dude.
And you got to realize it's the Lions, but deep down, it's like, look, the Bears, brand new coach, the fucking Vikings, brand new coach. You've got LaFleur and the Packers as the front go-to getters of the NFC division. You always have to consider that Kirk Cousins could have a great year.
Mm-hmm.
Justin Fields is coming back with more experience. But the heart and soul of the depressed America is with the Lions, and you hope they finish in second. You hope. So if I could wish with my heart who was going to be 1, 2, 3, 4 in the NFC, it'd be Packers, Lions, Vikings, Bears. Really, it's probably going to be Packers, Vikings, Lions, Bears.
That's my prediction.
I think
that's
Bears
exactly
finish last.
I think the Bears
I think Justin Fields gets reevaluated. And I'm saying this based off of no fucking experience. He's just from Ohio State.
I think the Bears get a top 5 pick. I think the Lions are probably middle pack. Vikings are middle pack. And I think the Packers, I don't think the Packers take the NFC. I don't think they get that first round bye, but I definitely think they're number 1 in their division.
You hope so.
Yeah.
I mean, it's arguably been one of the easiest divisions to win. And you can argue that's why Aaron can't produce in those big games, because 7 games of his year is Lions, Vikings, Bears, and he's been shitting on the motherfuckers most of his career.
Yeah.
And
which is funny because the whole knock on Brady for most of his career was like, oh, he gets to play garbage teams for half the fucking season.
Yeah.
But it's like, it's the same thing like in any other division. Like there's very few divisions where all the teams are fucking studs. It's even rare if two of the teams are studs.
It's hard.
But then you get those weird fucking divisions like the Chiefs division, where it's the Chiefs, the Raiders, the fucking Chargers and the Broncos. That's a tough fucking division.
You've got a Super Bowl winner. You've got
two Super Bowl winning quarterbacks in that division.
And then you've got two fucking stud. Well, you got a stud up and comer for the Chargers.
Yeah, no, I think Herbert's the future.
Yeah, for sure.
Herbert's the future of the league, 100%. Once Brady and Aaron are gone,
there's
Russell Wilson, I think he's top 3.
What's funny right now is there's so much young talent that like Pat Mahomes, even though he's young as fuck and he's only on year 4, I think, of his 10-year contract.
I don't even think he's 28 yet.
But
he might be like 29.
He's gonna be like
Am I just as old as
Pat Mahomes.
How old is Pat Mahomes?
Pat Mahomes was in college when we went and watched him at Texas Tech.
Yeah.
So that was like 2000. That was at like 2015, 17. So he's got to be.
He's 26. He's born in 95.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
But the thing is, the league's going to be in good hands as far as QB talent.
Yeah, the league's definitely in good hands. I think talent all around, to be honest. There's not much for like the defensive side of the ball. Like, who are the young greats? Fucking Diggs' little brother for Trayvon Diggs for the fucking Cowboys. Yeah. I think he's fucking full of smoke. I don't think he's a real cornerback.
No, yeah, when he played his brother there in the game. Yeah. I just saw that fucking whatever.
I don't think he's a real corner. He had great stats. He had like the most picks for corners, but he also gave up the most touchdowns. So he's like a boomer bust type guy. He's almost like he's almost like a poor man's Deion Sanders. I'm not comparing him to Deion Sanders, but Deion was one of those coverage guys that was either going to intercept it or give up a tutty. Like there was not really much in between.
You were an NFL owner and your mom's driving home. You're like, I want Deion Sanders.
Yeah, we got Deion Sanders at home. Yeah. That's Trayvon.
Yeah.
I like Trayvon though. I just don't think he's in the right position. I think he'd be better suited as a strong safety. Just the same thing we did with Devin McCourty. When he was drafted, he had like 9 INTs as a rookie cornerback, and then we moved him over to fucking free safety, and he's been doing great since.
Sometimes coaches know, man.
Sometimes coaches know.
Hey, man, you're great at reading, but you're not.
Trayvon, actually, he played for Alabama, and he like damn near was like in tears. He called his dad, and he's like, fucking Nick Saban told me I can't play offense. I have to play defense. He wants me to play corner, but he fucking took off with it. Yeah. Obviously, I mean, Saban knew something.
Yeah.
So
I think either Saban knew something or Saban's like, I'm going to lose one of these motherfuckers.
Maybe he just had to move him over to make room.
I don't want this other motherfucker playing for another team.
Was it DeVonta Smith was the other guy?
Dude, just Alabama has squads.
Yeah, Bama's always got a squad. Bama's always they're always going to have a squad as long as Saban's there.
It's like that one Miami team for that like 2-year period. That's like
elapsed
Alabama,
over a 10-year time span. Yeah.
They just got squads.
They always got the squad. They always got the big backs. They always got the strong arm quarterback. I think the ballsiest move for him was pulling fucking what's his name and putting in Tua for that championship game.
Yeah.
He had like one bad quarter and he pulled him. He's like, yeah, you're not playing anymore. And then Tua, the fucking lefty quarterback out of Hawaii, just took off and was throwing dots, dude.
And everyone's like, I can't say his name. Yeah. And then his brother plays for Maryland, last I knew.
I haven't seen anything about his brother recently. I know he's playing college football, but
he's playing quarterback.
Yeah, I haven't heard much about him.
I think he was playing for Maryland last.
Yeah, I believe it. I've heard good things about him, but not like great things. You know, like he's definitely not in the running for a Heisman. But
yeah, for Maryland QB. Oh yeah, he's still playing for Maryland. So,
what do you think the over under is for little Manning winning a Heisman at Texas?
That's tough. I mean, the over under.
The over under is definitely 1. Like obviously, it has to be 1. You're not gonna. If it's 2, I'm guessing the under all day.
Yeah,
but I think he gets 1.
Yeah, it's tough though because
he's got the name for it, and he's going to be at the school for it. And I think
Texas going to produce in the SEC though with him.
I think they might. I mean,
Texas could be.
Texas is just putting all their eggs in the Manning basket right now. They have to.
And they have the Texas money. They have the Texas NFT money.
Exactly.
And like Ryan Day, the dipshit from Ohio State, said out loud, it takes about I think he said $20 million to get a good offense.
Yeah, to compete for the fucking title.
Or something like that. Yeah, he put the number value out.
Yeah.
Smart saying, but that's what college football is now.
They have the money for it.
It's a sponsored NFL.
Yeah, I saw the numbers. I think I told you last time the numbers for Manning. They said he was his projected fucking worth for his fucking contract or whatever for college ball is like 8.2 mil for a year.
Yeah,
which is fucking insane.
I saw one of the picks co-host. He was tweeting about UCF. The quarterback lost the QB competition and immediately entered the transfer portal. So that's one of the things I hate kind of about college football, because it used to be such a camaraderie. Like it was when we grew up, it was so hard to leave your team because you would get redshirted almost for a year because of the transfer shit. And I like how players do have the power to leave.
Yeah.
But at the same time, like it's getting so loose that it's just like, oh, I'm not starting. Fuck you. I'm out of here.
Yeah.
And then that quarterback just gets a coach that goes, yeah, start you. And then, they never, it's tough, but so their quarterback, he's already leaving for greener pastures, but it's like college football's changed to a money / starting game to where, oh, fuck it, I'll get free college somewhere else and I'll get money.
Yeah.
I don't even need free college. This truck company's going to pay me $1 million so I can be like, buy your truck here in fucking Maryland.
It's not a bad gig, dude. What was the
Ohio State dude who went to
No, there was one. It was like one of the funniest fucking deals. It was remember that dude? His name was the thing that made him go viral. It was like the coolest.
The coolest. Yeah. I
the coolest that. Something. Yeah, I can't remember his name. He signed his deal with a heating and air company.
Yeah.
And I think that's fucking hilarious.
That's when it works out great.
Yeah, I mean his parents set him up for success in that aspect.
But you gotta imagine coming out of you leave high school early to start college at 17. So you're entering college on the winter semester. So some call it spring, but in January. You're 17, you don't really work out with the team, but you're kind of on the team because you're already going there, and you get the playbook early, and you've already got $1 million fucking NFT deal with the truck company. And then you're like, oh, it's going to be hard starting here. I'm going to go back to Texas and make another cool million over there. That's a baller life.
It's pretty cool. Old, yeah, at 18, 19 years old, and you're a millionaire already. Like
you're never going to get there's going to be fewer of those college stories where it's like, I fucked my body up.
Johnny Manziel would not have had money issues.
No. Johnny Manziel would have been the highest paid. He would have made college.
Well, because he won a fucking Heisman as a rookie.
Yeah,
so that deal, his sophomore deal,
and the 3-year mandatory.
Yeah.
So he would have had. Johnny Manziel would have made the numbers.
He probably would have left college with $20 million in his pocket.
He probably would have made it to where college football was too expensive for us to watch today, because they would have to pay all those players at the time what they get paid now.
Yeah.
And that was Johnny Manziel ago. That was a long time ago.
That was a long time ago.
Like
10 years almost.
Was that like what, 08, 09?
I think
2010? 2000. It was after Aaron Rodgers won his Super Bowl.
Yeah.
So it was like 2012, 13.
Let's see when the Johnny Manziel draft was.
Is before Baker. I'd say he got drafted in 2013.
I think it was after the 14.
14.
Well, yeah, 14.
Yep. So, I mean, still 7
years ago. That means he won the Heisman in 2011.
Yeah, so that would have been fucking crazy money.
Yeah.
Yeah. Do you want to do cut stumpers, or do you?
Yeah, let's run that. We'll do the same thing we did last time, but there's a couple of stipulations. We're going to do only active players, any professional athletes on the board, but they have to be active, like no retirees, no legends, no nothing like that. So, yeah.
Okay. Do you have a player?
I can think of one real quick.
Same.
Yeah, we'll take a little hiatus real quick. Give me a minute.
Can you get a six-pack in one hand? I can. It's been your Arkansas moment of the day.
Okay, I got mine saved. All right, you can go first this time.
Me guessing first?
Yeah.
All right. So he's an active player. Is he in the? Oh, does he play in the NFL?
No.
Okay. MLB.
Yes.
MLB active player. American League?
No.
National League.
Let me confirm.
Can I look at the National League list so
Yeah.
I can actually have that, because I don't have that memorized.
It's sad I don't know National League teams.
Yeah, neither do I. I just don't pay attention to baseball enough.
They're actually a part of the American League.
Oh, American League. Okay.
Yep. Hey, shut the fuck up.
All right. Do they play in the AL West?
Yes.
Astros?
No.
The A's?
No.
The Angels?
Yes.
Angels. Who's the fucking stud that's on the Angels?
Oh, are you just looking at the Angels roster?
I was gonna, yeah. I don't have the fucking baseball rosters memorized.
You're right.
Oh, is it fucking Ohtani?
Yeah.
Shohei.
Yeah.
I couldn't remember his fucking name, and I was
Yeah,
trying to
yeah,
think of the
yeah.
other dude, and I still
Mike
didn't
Trout?
find him. Yeah, I was thinking of Mike Trout
Yeah.
in my head, and then I pulled it up, and Shohei was the starting pitcher for the game I looked at.
Yeah.
Shohei.
Yeah.
Shohei.
He's
That's a good
a
one.
modern day Babe Ruth.
Yeah, so what I get that 10?
10.
All right.
Yeah. Does he play football?
Yes.
Okay, sick, dude. Does he play in the NFC? I thought I was bad.
Dude, I'm terrible. What was the question?
Does he play in the NFC?
No.
Okay. Does he play in the AFC West?
AFC West. No.
Does he play in the AFC South?
Yes.
All right. I just need to look at what 4 teams are in AFC South.
Texans, Colts, Jaguars, Titans.
Trevor Lawrence.
It is.
Oh,
Trevor Lawrence.
yeah.
I
Yeah.
think that's the first L Cut Stumpers have ever taken.
It's okay. I did baseball.
Yeah, baseball's tough, dude.
I just went to Shohei.
I had to see the fucking lineups. Next time we'll do football
Sports.
only.
Yeah.
And they had to have been a player in the last, like they had to have
30
played in
years.
the league in the last 30, 20 years. Something like that.
Yeah.
That'll be a good
But
one.
I was like Jaguars. I was like, dude, Trevor fucking Lawrence.
I was gonna do Deshaun Watson, but I figured that would be too easy.
Dude,
As soon as you narrow it down to like the Browns, you're like, Deshaun.
does he have 24 allegations?
Allegedly.
Alleged allegations. Well, he doesn't have allegations.
They are allegations.
They are. They're not
They're
alleged.
real allegations.
They're real allegations.
They're
not alleged.
They're not alleged allegations.
They're actual allegations of alleged activity. But the allegations of but that was fun. So we'll do a team record breakdown. Maybe we're bringing a friend. Soon we're gonna have Nick Minerath. He's on his 10th season of.
That's gonna be a fucking fun one.
He's on his 10th season of basketball. Today I actually saw him. They had an award ceremony.
Mm-hmm.
Because they won the championship last year, which
nice.
is like 3 championships. I don't know how European basketball works, so I'm gonna have to or overseas basketball works, but they had like 3 championships or something. I don't know, but they won all 3 of them. So they had all these dudes sitting like when we were, dude, it was just crazy. I'll show you the pictures later, but we'll talk to him about that next week. And then that's pretty much it.
Nice.
So, all right, everybody. See you later.